Today I'm troubleshooting a Whirlpool refrigerator. This has an ice maker in it and for some reason it stopped working. And I've already went on the screen here and the filter status is good. It's like at 75%. She's getting no ice. I've already looked in here and these move. I unplugged the fridge for about a minute to make sure that everything was reset, and these have actually made a complete circle. But I put my fingers down in here and there's no water. So being that the filter is showing it's in good shape, this water dispenser still works just fine, as you can see. Lots of water coming out there. So what I think is going on is either the fill tube is frozen or the water inlet valve in the back is not activating anymore. The first thing I'm gonna do is try to get into where the fill tube is in here and see if it's just froze up for some reason. It sounds like what can cause that to freeze up is either the inlet valve not shutting all the way and it's dribbling in here and then it freezes, or just a temperature problem or food in front of something in here, some weird thing that made it freeze up. So I'm gonna start by digging into the ice maker and see if I can figure out if it's frozen on the end or what the situation is there. Okay, so to get this ice maker out, because we're gonna check the inlet tube, this door just comes out. If you just pop it out, it just fits in these there's a little bit of a hinge here. Get that out of the way. The actual ice maker is held in by a screw. That screw right there, I have to take that out. I'm just gonna use my little screwdriver for that. Take the bit out, take that screw out. That little plastic piece comes off then, back in there. And then this is held in by it's kind of like locked in there. There's a little clip right here you have to push up and it should come forward. Yeah, I think I see the problem already. I don't know if you can see in there, but I see ice right at the end of that tube. So that's probably the problem. This won't even come out because it's stuck in there. So it could be fun here. Yeah, it's solid ice right there. I'm not sure why it's like that, but we gotta get that thawed out. We gotta get this ice maker out of the way first. We're gonna kill our power so we're not fighting the cold. I'm gonna see if I can get a screwdriver in there and just break a little bit of the ice off to let this tube flex a little more. It's not wanting to let go. And I don't know, there's a way to get this little plastic piece off here. We don't want to break anything. Oh, just with my screwdriver, I was able to get that ice moved a little bit. I can hear pressure. So the water is trying to come out because I've removed that. Oh yeah. Holy cow, that was all it was. However, it must have frozen the bottom of that too because my water is just overflowing now. So we still need to get this ice maker out, figure out what's going on. But now we can because that thing is let loose. Okay, so now we got water to contend with and our wire is still attached. I'll show you this in a minute. We've got to undo the connector here. Sure, easier said than done. That was a pain. Right there is the problem. That's solid ice. So for whatever reason, it got clogged and then froze up into the tube. So our inlet valve is probably not bad unless it's just letting it dribble or something, but we're gonna melt this out, rinse this out good, and put it back in and see what it does. There is the problem. That is solid ice in there. And I don't think that's frozen up in there. I think it was just that little bit that I already knocked out. We're gonna clean this up good and then we'll put it back in and see if we can fill it with some water. And there it comes. Big old ice cube there. It wasn't supposed to be there. All right, now I'm gonna take this out and blow it out with some forced air just to make sure there's no water in places there shouldn't be and cause it to freeze up again. So this clip comes off. There's a catch right on the side here. That's what I was trying to pull on these ends because there's these ears right here. It's actually on the side, on the long side, facing you. You have to undo that. So I'm just gonna hook that back up. And then those have to sit on there like a drawer, kind of, in that slot. Just push it back into place and that tube flipped back in there. So I'm gonna plug it back in and see if we get any water filling this tray. Okay, I'm gonna get our plastic piece back on and our screw. That plastic piece, I believe, is just mainly to protect these wires and stuff. So you kind of got to get over top of the wires and then it comes around the bottom. Yeah, I had to push my wires in to get them in there, and then this just sits there and that screw goes in to hold it in place. Just got to spread that just a little bit to get that drop down. All right, let's see if we get any water. Let's close it up, let it get cold. Now, if that does not take care of this, I'm gonna lean to this valve here being bad and just swap it out. So I'm gonna make sure it had water flow. We still don't have any water up there. We're gonna just shut this up and let it run for a little bit to make sure that our temperature's right in there. I don't think it's cold enough, and so that's why it's not doing anything. So I've let this sit closed for a while, and I opened it up. I could see these fingers here had disappeared, and so then I closed it up a little bit longer, and when I opened it back up again, they were sticking way up here. Closed it again, and then heard what sounded like water, and I opened it up, and if you put your fingers back here behind here, I feel water in here. So it's now filled the tray, and there's no ice in that tube right there. So maybe we got it fixed for now. I think the fridge had to get cold enough, and then the fingers had to go around to make sure there wasn't any ice in there. Just that's probably part of the programming. And then once the fridge had cooled enough, then it allowed the water to fill those trays up, or that tray up. So anyway, let's hope for the best that maybe we don't have to change that fill valve in the back. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of it today. We'll see you next time.